What's the most common ticket people get while riding an e-bike? Stick around to find out. Hey everyone, I'm Dustin. I have nearly 20 years experience in the bike and e-bike industry, and today I'm joined by Jennifer. Jennifer puts on her own safety courses and education for children and adults regarding e-bikes. And today we're gonna talk to her about the most common reason people get a ticket on e-bikes. But before we get into it, hit that subscribe button below. Stay in touch with us here at 630. Be the first to know about all the new content we're putting out, giveaways we do, and of course, new product releases. All right, Jennifer, thanks for joining us today. And as I said, Jennifer has 3 children of her own and got inspired to create a safety curriculum to educate kids and adults about the rules of the road. We're in San Clemente, California, in South OC. Jennifer's in Dana Point, and there are literally kids all over the place here riding e-bikes. And to her credit, there's really nobody out there educating them. So she combined DMV info with the San Diego Coalition of Bikes and created a curriculum to educate our kids across South Orange County about e-bikes. Now, you also have 3 children of your own. You're really clued into what's going on in the e-bike world, tickets and accidents. So share with us what's the most common reason people are getting tickets on e-bikes.
So the number one reason is, well, and the backstory is when you are a child, even a grown-up, you think for some reason a bike doesn't follow the same rules as a vehicle, and that's where we're wrong. They do. Red light running is the number one. So I can speak from experience. My 15-year-old got pulled over last month because she thought she can just run through the red light and just keep going. Well, she was wrong. They lit her up, she got pulled over, and we paid a $200 ticket.
$200?
Yep, traffic court and everything.
You had to go to court?
I had to go to court.
So you obviously weren't there, she was there, but walk me through exactly what happened. What kind of road was it? Was it a busy street?
It was Gold. So if anyone knows where this area that we're in, it's on a very, very busy road, Golden Lantern, through Dana Point, right across from her high school.
Okay.
Yeah, right by City Hall.
So this is like or was it? So
it's
it was
two lane both ways, 2 directions.
Yeah, so it was like 40 miles an hour, right?
Oh yeah, 45 actually. So, but yeah, and the red light turned red, and she just kept going. And she has been to at least 30 of my classes, so she knows the rules. However, they didn't apply to her that day.
Interesting. So $200, and I mean, there's no further ramification, obviously, or?
No, and I was hoping the city was going to offer some kind of community service, considering she's a child, and I would like her to learn from her mistakes.
Right.
But nope, they just wanted my money, and that was it.
Interesting.
Yeah.
And so in Dana Point, San Clemente, have you heard about other people getting that same kind of ticket?
Oh yeah, it is the most common because they just figured, well, I'm just a bike. I'm just gonna go this way. Well,
right.
You're just a bike. You're also just a vehicle doing the same thing.
Yeah.
So.
Well, it's interesting. I mean, I'll be honest. Like, prior to my bike, company owning experience, I would have done the same thing. And I think, you see those opportunities. Oh, no cars are coming. I'll just go. And I have to say, probably in the electric bike world now, there's this crossover between bike and e-bike where, yeah, it's got a motor on it, so people need to respect it a little bit more, So when you obviously try to teach kids, obviously stop at a red light, when you teach that, are a lot of them surprised that you have to, or do you think they know that they have to stop on a bike?
They kind of act like they already knew. Once I drill into them that this is a vehicle, right? Then they're like, oh. But then some are like connecting the dots. You can see little lights go off. They're
right.
like, oh, I get it. So I'm in bike lane. If I'm riding with cars, I have to do what they do. Exactly. You have to follow all rules of the road.
It's kind of interesting because it's like, yeah, in the DMV handbook, do they refer to e-bikes as vehicles?
Yes.
Oh, they do?
Mm-hmm. There's a vehicle code for it.
Interesting.
Yeah.
I think that's where the blurred line happens in a lot of this,
Yeah.
But interesting. So there it is. The number one ticket Jennifer has seen in South Orange County is red light running. So if you're out there with your e-bike, stop at red lights, wait with the traffic. And if you don't want to stop at red lights, get on trails that avoid streets. It'd be safer if you can find them. Obviously, in a lot of routes, you can't necessarily find a trail. So be careful, wear your helmet, and don't run red lights. Let Jennifer's daughter be an example to all of us to avoid that fine. And the fine was $200 here. Who knows? Could be more or less wherever you're located. So if you have any other questions or comments, please pop them below. Also, we're gonna have a link in the description below to Jennifer and her information if you wanna get your kids educated or you want education about riding an e-bike, maintenance, and other important tips. Check it out in the description below. And if you have any other questions or want to be a part of a community, join our Facebook group. We have thousands of members in our 630 Facebook Peddlers group. You can talk to existing riders, see what they're talking about on their e-bikes, discuss the rules of the roads. It's a lot of fun. So thanks for sticking around, and don't forget, it's your journey, your experience. Enjoy the ride.